Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a character who I genuinely think the writers owed an apology, Shiro. Seriously, if you've watched Voltron, you already know this man cannot catch a break. Like, every time I thought, okay, things are finally looking up for him, the writers were just sitting there in the corner going, you know what would be funny? Trauma! So today I want to talk about why I think Shiro deserved so much better. Now, before anyone rushes to the comments to tell me I'm wrong, because I know y'all are fast, I love Voltron. I wouldn't be making videos about it if I didn't. But loving something also means being able to look at it critically, and I think Shiro's story is one of the biggest missed opportunities in the show. When we first meet him, Shiro is basically everyone's role model. He's calm, he's responsible, he's somehow managing to lead 4 teenagers who have known each other for approximately 5 minutes. Honestly, I would have quit on day one. But Shiro doesn't. He keeps everyone together, even though he's carrying more emotional baggage than the entire Castle of Lions, and that's what makes him such a compelling character. Before the main story even begins, he's already survived things that would have broken most people. He's been captured, experimented on, forced to fight, separated from the people he cared about, and then the second he finally gets home, the universe basically says, congratulations, here's another life-threatening situation. Like, can this man please have one normal Tuesday? One thing I really appreciate about Shiro is that he doesn't pretend to be fearless. He's scared sometimes, he's exhausted, he doubts himself, but he keeps going anyway because he knows people are counting on him. That's real strength. Not never being afraid, but choosing to keep moving even when you are. And I honestly wish the show had explored that more. Instead, Shiro spends so much time taking care of everyone else that we barely get to see anyone take care of him. Imagine Keith sitting down with him and just asking, hey, are you actually okay? No battles, no explosions, just 2 people talking. That would have hit me harder than half the action scenes. Then we get to the clone storyline. Now, I'm going to be careful here. I don't hate the idea, I just think it got really messy. There were moments where I was less invested in Shiro's emotional journey and most invested in trying to figure out what was even happening. And I don't think that's what his story needed. I wanted to focus more on Shiro the person, not just Shiro the plot twist. Because underneath everything, he's someone who's been through unimaginable trauma and still chooses kindness. That's why people love him, not because he's perfect, because he isn't. He's human. By the end of the series, I was happy that Shiro finally got some peace, but I also couldn't shake the feeling that we skipped over so much of his healing. I wanted to actually see him recover. I wanted to see him laugh more, rest more, smile without looking like the weight of the galaxy was sitting on his shoulders. That's why I say Shiro deserved better. Not because I hate the show, not because I think the writers did everything wrong, but because one of the show's strongest characters deserved a little more time, a little more care, and a little more closure. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Did Shiro deserve better, or do you think the writers handled his story perfectly? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like if you want, subscribe if you're enjoying all the Voltron content, and tell me which character I should cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.